Yo, what's going on, Boat Gang? So, if you're on this video, it's either because number one, you're a Charger fan, or number two, you generally just want to support your boy LB the Realist. In either case, I 100% appreciate it. So, I wanted to bring you guys a very short video. I wish I was rocking my Charger gear right now, but I don't have my Charger gear on me. I do got the San Diego Padres hat, but I flipped it to the back, so you can't see the Padre logo, but you do see the SD, right? You do see the SD, and that stands for this is always going to be the San Diego Chargers to me. I'm from San Diego. That's where I live. This is my hometown. And ever since I've been a Charger fan, it's been the San Diego Chargers. So when they moved to LA, yeah, it broke my heart. It broke a lot of fans' hearts in San Diego. But you know what? I'm one of the fans in San Diego that came back. I'm one of the fans in San Diego that, you know what? I believe in this organization now. Now we got Coach Harbaugh, who is a legend in the coaching world and in the playing world. He actually played quarterback for the Chargers. That was one of the teams he played for back in the day. So he's back full circle to the Chargers now in LA, but they're still showing love to the San Diego fans. They came out to San Diego just recently and had their practices. So that was absolutely awesome. I didn't get to go, but maybe one day, maybe next year I'll go or something like that. But I'm really excited for the San Diego Chargers, San Diego LA Chargers. I think they're the better team this year. I think they were one of the better teams last year. They did make the playoffs, so that's evidence right there. Unfortunately, our quarterback Justin Herbert and the rest of the squad could not win their first game in the playoffs, and they were eliminated by the Houston Texans. The previous year before that, in 2023, we were eliminated by who was it? The Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, that was heartbreaking, just like last year. But this year, third time's a charm. And this is Coach Harbaugh's second year with the LA San Diego Chargers. And I'm super excited. A lot of fans are super excited. A few of the fans don't seem excited enough. I feel like so many of us have been burnt by just bad coaching, a bad organization, bad ownership, you know, uh, uh, players that were hurt most of the year, including our quarterback, Justin Herbert, that I feel like we really didn't get a legitimate chance to shine the way that we should have. But again, this is Coach Harbaugh's second year, and usually in his second year is when he turns the team completely around. So I'm super stoked, super excited. We got some great guys. Not only did we retain a couple of key veterans like Khalil Mack and also, I believe, Denzel Perryman as well. Unfortunately, Joey Bosa left and he went to the Buffalo Bills. And J.K. Dobbins, our running back from last year, went to the Denver Broncos. So that's heartbreaking. That is very heartbreaking. But there is some good news in this. Now we have I believe, second round pick, Omarion Hampton at running back. And he is projected to do amazing things in football. He played a little bit in this Hall of Fame preseason game versus the Detroit Lions a couple of days ago now. And he only played for like 2 or 3 plays, but he looked absolutely great. One play, he could have made the first down, but chose to kind of go off to the sideline a little bit, and he ended up being tackled before he could reach the line. But this is all a learning process. I'm pretty sure he thinks that, or he thought that he could, do a quick juke move and get the first down. But this is the NFL, baby. This is a whole new, brand new game. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to learn. I'm also our backup to the backup quarterback. So not Taylor Heineke playing backup quarterback for Justin Herbert, but we have number 5, Trey Lance, who was actually from the Cowboys originally. I can't remember the first team he was with. I can't remember the 49ers. I'm not sure right now. I don't want to pause the video to figure it out, but he was with the Cowboys, and now we got him as a backup of the backup quarterback, and he showed his ass. Let me tell you, he did a great job. Couple of plays, he threw it away or whatever. There was nowhere to go, but instead of taking a sack, or I think he got sacked like once or twice, but instead of taking a bunch of sacks, saying he just threw it away, or he was able to get out the pocket and make some kind of run work or whatever. He didn't do it too much running, but just a little bit, right? So I think they're really trying to develop him more as a 100% official quarterback and a legit backup for Justin Herbert. No diss to Taylor Heineke. He's a veteran. He's been in the game. He's been in plenty of games before. And I haven't seen him play this year so far. But I don't know. We got 3 more preseason games, so we'll see how that all ends up. But I really wanted to just say that this preseason game, this Hall of Fame game, in which we did honor a few players from back in the day, including Antonio Gates, number 85, who played, I believe, tight end for the San Diego Chargers when they were officially still the San Diego Chargers. Antonio Gates was an absolute legend. He's a beast. He's only like 45 years old and he's already been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Crazy, crazy. Much respect to Antonio Gates. He's one of the reasons him, Phillip Rivers, and LaDainian Tomlinson, also Perriman and Junior Seau, like all of these guys were some of the reasons why I decided to be a San Diego Chargers fan, including my father, because he was a fan at the time. I'm not sure how he feels these days since, they left to LA. But like I said, a lot of us have come back and we're super stoked, super excited. A lot of our guys, we only played pretty much rookies for the most part. They had Zion Johnson in for center because they're trying some experiment in which basically they interchange Zion and also Bradley Bozeman. So they move Bradley Bozeman over to left guard and they bring in Zion Johnson for center to see how he's doing. Bradley Bozeman didn't play in the preseason game, but they had Zion Johnson play as center for a few snaps. And for the most part, my first reaction was, that was a high snap. That was a messed up snap. So it wasn't looking too great as far as what I seen at first, but I watched some review footage and I took another look, and actually the snapping needs some work for sure. There's a few high snaps, a few issues in that area, but at the same time, his blocking was phenomenal. His blocking was phenomenal. He gave Trey Lance a lot of time in that pocket to try to find an open receiver, and that's great. I mean, I think being that this is Zion Johnson's like first time playing center, I'm not sure since college or something like that. I think he looked pretty good. From the second time watching him, I think he looked pretty good. There were no, I don't think there was any fumble snaps or anything like that. I don't believe there was any. Just the high snap that I saw, a few like weird placements of the ball, but all in all, he did pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, we won the game. Obviously, I'm going to put it in the background there, but you should be seeing Chargers 34, Lions 7. Let me tell you about the Chargers defense, though. The Chargers defense held the Detroit Lions to 7 points. And last year we were the top scoring defense in the NFL, meaning we kept teams to like 7 points, 14 points. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I think there was a team or two that actually got more points than that, including, I believe, Joe Burrow and the Bengals, I believe, scored, but they're a high scoring team already, if you know. So, but other than that, our defense looked amazing. Tony Jefferson, I believe he had an interception, if I'm remembering his name correctly. There was a lot of names that I really wasn't following that made big plays. Tony Jefferson being one. Nico Reed caught an interception and damn near ran it all the way to the goal line. So that was amazing to see. Like I said, Trey Lance, the backup of the backup quarterback, did absolutely wonderfully. Will Disley caught a catch. I think Scott Matlock did well. Tucker Fisk, I believe, did well. So many names, so many great names on that list. Oh, like I said, Omarion Hampton did well, but he only had a few plays. KLS, how did I forget about KLS? Had a touchdown catch from Trey Lance. That was absolutely beautiful. KLS has been not only showing out in practice, but he's been showing out in actual games now too. And I've been hype on KLS ever since I found out that we drafted him. And I watched this video on YouTube of them calling him to say that they wanted to draft him. And he was super excited. And he was like, I'm about to show y'all what I got. And he is showing us what he has. Like, he's cocky, but he's cocky and he can back it up. And I think that's when you need to start paying people like KLS a lot more attention. Also, Hassan Haskins did well at running back, as well as Kamani Vidal did extremely well. He had 2 touchdowns, I believe, Kamani Vidal. And at first I was like, he was kind of having a little tough time running the ball in some aspects. But again, he had 2 touchdowns. He did pretty damn well, all in and of itself, basically. So I think the game was absolutely great. I'm so stoked that football is back. I had my time when I didn't want to watch football because the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, and I was standing 10 toes down. But now that that's all over with, whatever, people are not stopping to watch football. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep watching football. And I'm super stoked, man. I'm super stoked. Uh, what else can I say? 34-7. Again, it was the first preseason game, Hall of Fame game. A lot of people are saying, the preseason games don't matter. I beg to differ. I beg to differ because when we're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions are a great team, right? They're a great team, a great organization, great quarterback, right? Um, they did pretty well last year. And I know we're talking about rookies in the preseason, but I'm just saying our rookies are better than their rookies. Not only that, but we won the game decisively, 34-7. It wasn't close. This was a blowout game. Our rookie, we had so many stars on our roster versus the stars on the Detroit Lions roster. Don't get me wrong, the Detroit Lions had a few breakout plays that were absolutely respectable. I think the first quarterback did all right. Not too. I mean, he threw some picks. Obviously, they lost. Obviously, um, the first play of the game, you had to be there. I can't even do it justice when I'm explaining this. But the first play of the game, Detroit had the ball. They're running it back, kickoff return, and somehow, some way, we get the ball back. I think that was. Am I remembering this correctly? Was that Tony Jefferson who just snapped? The receiver, he caught the ball, and then Tony Jefferson from the Chargers just snatches it out of his arms. I don't know how it was possible, but he snatched it out of his arms and almost ran it back all the way. Unbelievable play. The first play of the game, unbelievable. You have to see it. You have to see it for yourself. That's the only way then it could really be done justice. Like, you have to see it. So it was a great game. Such a great start to the football season. Again, it's preseason. We're still showcasing our rookies and seeing what they got. But if we continue down this road, there is no reason to believe that the Chargers won't go super far. Including winning a playoff game or two at the very least. We have so much talent on this team. I'm super stoked. I'm super excited. I'm super energetic. Let's go Bolts. You know what I'm saying? So leave me your thoughts in the comment section. This is probably one of my longest videos I've ever done. You could tell how excited I am about this. And I know I'm not the person that has a whole bunch of knowledge on football. I didn't play football like that as a kid. I was on the high school team, like very briefly, right before we put pads on. I think like right before we put pads on, that's when I quit. So those guys work out way too much. I wasn't into it back then. You know what I'm saying? But these guys are absolute gladiators, man. And it's so fun to be a fan and watch this stuff. So leave me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Who's your team? Who's your favorite team in the NFL? If you do watch football, if you don't watch football for this or that reason, I completely understand. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below as to why that is. Um, love, peace, and light. Love more than you hate. And until next time, until the next video, I should say, flip out. Go Chargers.